no kwamomianka na awodi nipa pina ekwa tetimu pao amani pampempema wale agu odia sampa spiritual and herbal center awo womo yade se wombe muwenya basisi a yade bi tise stroke gonorrhea anabama waye mre e wampamu low sperm count womo wanu aduro tatahwe ene gisam se sebane sunsumu nsama womo telete se ye sunsumu aware anasa yare bi ne de amawo pampabone anabo ana wanya abai amane e court case wobetu charge osisi a enam omadwuma panti ni pampempem ene be fo bukofie ekoye sunsumu nyuma ede momo se mosini ene enzimani akabom dia sunsumu niama asie betu obi aje wukunu anasa woyere awaresem adwumasem akwantuom nsem ni nyina aya sumasem fabadan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehuyan of
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region ehon ma number aye didi dwuma no aye 054 330 4976 anase 020 134 0421 054 330 4976 anase 020 134 0421
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. Yebediwa samama.
Alright, Odia mama kwaba abo Odia Sampa TV. Aya musomfo Odia Sampa nie. Twedi ampon we bie kwan nie mienu ye hwe ho de mi gidi se ho eye. Saa so na me so me ho eden. Abusia ene yebedi nkomo. Sammy Gyamfi Nana Kwame Bediako 24-hour economy oko interview Joy News. Emma yebisa no ho ansem. Emma in fact o confirm say ne Nana Kwame Bediako eka no perfect and or try say or bet trace no ama na affect into near Yera John Dramani Mahama eka ya no na so no affect bia infect but at the end no ni na say Nana Kwame Bediako asem a o kan eye nokre abribia meka se enye Ghana ena nka yeye pesemenkumenya ena me na me de baaye ena we ena sanka oman ena yese ye dwen ne ho a anka these two political party we won anka emu baako betumi afre Nana Kwame Bediako se Bediako in fact adwen ekuta no eye great yanka se ye hu se dabi nimdie ekuta no eso bra na beka ye ho na enhihye a wo pese wo di gu akwan mu ma oman yeye no yenye na oman no enyeye anka menim se Nana Kwame Bediako eye so intelligent se enye selfish na mom oman ne kan ko enope enu nti no ka se ono no onhye obi se chinchini na no ometo aba enye de enfama no na mom oman no yiyeyo ena ye hina ye de ye pe se ye hina ye sa bekoya no se ye hina betumi anya adwuma ye ne ye hina betumi atumpon se ne other countries no atumpon ama na ye hie no adebre bia ya make sure say MPP ni NDC these two political party no eye baako a aya na Ganafo ebinom entiase na se monye nipa baako a se bibi ekoso ewo oman nim and as a political party am wo oman nim na modwen oman no se ye pa oman na sumdwe ye pa oman no palpale ye pese like equality ewo se bibia no ye hihye ne pepepa anka abra Nana Kwame Bediako kra eba be ye conversion ye sizi no conversion no anka NDC for ebe sori aka se dabi sade we ya moye no enye right anka no kra ba mi hu se ampa oman na ye timu no se bibi ekoso a the opposition party no eka ho asem the only time opposition party ebeka bibi ho asem eye time ade no ko against omo but se eko against other party dia na ye nka ho asem eno enso ni ade a ekuye ewo oman mu ha no ma ewo se ye hwe eno ti da bia ye ka ho asem se these two political party na nkasa na ehwe ne ensesa omo te se ne ehwe se enra kwa abanane abetwe phone as camera edi asi ne so na authority IGP authority interior minister authority EC and way enyina omote wono omanitua mo sori a ye mpanyfo sori a ya no papa say ena ye monitor way into mo pa say video no omu hu ye ana say asam na brand ne kan eye nokre enu nti eno omu ntumi inteki action bia anan oman a ye timu ne ye nim ye ne say ye build a political party but ye build the nation eno any ade a say ye man no awusia say na be ya me nchaw ne enko ne enko tie Sammy Gyamfi ba ansa na e be kwa na dedika wa shi odi Asampa TV a mesro so be subscribe to channel no share na like it invite afoforo no mmeka abusuako no say na e be ya ye drop video foforo bi a won sa be ka bi afi free so be che wadwe e wo comment section no ase ho no afi e bi am no ka say o ye be ma e na wo hwe me o mema sam enko yie unya de boss wa nu waje mu oba awon ho da dwene e ha be ma low sperm count afi eba no say diabetes say eye type 1 ana say dey say ni esitie no ye be mo wadru a ebe ma ahoto ayere aba stroke asthma hepatitis B eye typhoid na say ya minia wa ko efrem ya na danfo typhoid ekuno ato na atwedem say wow e wa bra typhoid edru abu e wo odi Asampa aso e fa number na egu ase e no 054 3304976 na frame minya daje enu edi hu komo ne hu ko e be fa so abo yenko tie Sammy Gyamfi ne embra.
Keep the state. The 24-hour economy. Just a few weeks back, you told us about your plan: 3 shifts, 1 job. But then the leader of the new force, Nana Kwame Bediako, has cast doubt on the feasibility of this promise. He says that for it to be effective, you need to first of all work on industrialization. What's the NDC response to this critic?
He's right, but look, industrialization must not precede a 24-hour economy. A 24-hour economy must precede industrialization. I don't know why people don't get this. It's so simple. The 24-hour economy is not an end in itself, it's a means to an end. Okay. So you want to promote industrialization. John Mahama is saying that put in the right framework, the policy framework, that will allow those industries to operate 24/7. What is so difficult about this? That people cannot understand. You want to set up factories, right? So John Mahama says that when he comes, he will look at the comparative advantage of every region and set up agro-industrial zones where government is going to take tracts of land, do the roads that leads to the place, provide the necessary utilities, electricity and water, and businesses can just come and take spaces and set up their factories to process what is produced in those regions, be it cocoa, cashew, cassava, tomato, onions, share, and so on, cotton, and so on, right? Yeah. Now, John Mahama is saying that those factories should not work 8 hours because the demand is high for those factories. We need more tomato paste. We need more processed cocoa, more processed cashew, more processed starch, gari, all those things. We need them because we are importing 99% of these commodities from outside, and it is putting unbearable pressure on our currency. That is what is leading to the structural, deepening the structural challenges that continue to make our city, depreciate. So he says that, look, the demand is there. So why should a business, if you leave the businessman to his own fate, he will only operate for 8 hours because he's thinking about, how am I going to pay my workers? Hey, utility will kill me. Hey, taxes. So I'll set up the factory and work 8 hours. So John Mahama says, this is where my 24-hour economy strategy comes in. I'm giving you tax incentives that will reduce your cost of production, your cost of doing business, so that you can scale up production. I am reducing electricity costs for you through what is called a time of use tariff. So that for every kilowatt of power you consume per hour, you are paying far cheaper during night hours than what you pay during peak hours to motivate you to work in the night, like it pertains in the advanced jurisdiction. Oh, you are producing for non-traditional exports. That is why I set up Exim Bank. So I will use Exim Bank to provide you with financing support at a very cheap rate, because if that businessman goes to the bank, he's getting credit at 35-40%, he can't pay. But your mama is giving you Exim Bank facility and you're paying 5% or less. So I'm giving you financing support. Okay? So tax incentive, financing support, security, patrol services. I'm also giving you an agro-industrial enclave with amenities. You are not going to think about land litigation. in deciding to set up a factory in Ghana because government has acquired the land. You are not thinking about how do I get a good road to the factory? How do I get utility? Government is providing it. So then that businessman who is going to set up that manufacturing company or industry now sees that, oh, beyond 8 hours, I can do 16 hours. I can do 24 hours because the enabling environment has been provided me by government. And businesses are in business for profit. So once the atmosphere and the environment is congenial, commonsensically, they will operate 24 hours. And by operating 24 hours, if they were going to produce 1,000 cartons a month under an 8-hour shift, they are going to now produce 3,000 cartons because they are doing 3 shifts of 8 hours each, 24/7. If they were going to employ 1,000 people, they are going to employ 3,000 people. So that is why this is so simple. The 24-hour economy policy is the simplest to understand. Formula 133. 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. So simple. And that is what New York has done. That is what London has done.
And that's
that
what
is what
the
the advanced countries
do.
That is what we are not hoping to do. That is what we will do. Because you see, 24-hour economy is not a manifesto promise. It's a well thought through national development strategy. That is why, even before we thought of capturing it in our manifesto, we had first captured it in the 40-year development plan we developed in the year 2016. So, organized labor, who are not NDC MPP, who know better than, what is his name? Kwaku Bediako, is that his name?
Nana Kwame Bediako.
Nana Kwame Bediako. They say it is a game changer, right? Federation of Labor says this is what Ghana needs. The Institute for Economic Affairs, owned by G. Mensa's husband, they say 24-hour economy is apt for a developing country like Ghana. All of them, even the Minister of Health in this government, MPP's Dr. Kuboy, he says that if somebody tells you that 24-hour economy is not possible.
Abushin, Sammy Gyamfi and some are all can and no. In fact, on Luankasa Aji Atu say 24-hour economy with Nana Kwame Bediako plans and idea are perfect. And so no, or per se. Or yana wa attribute to you can say John Dramani Mahama 24-hour economy no. And one, don't forget say John Dramani Mahama ya wo kana me. Waba abedi oman so 6 good years 24-hour economy amba na adwen mo. Nti den and say this time around oba say oba beye. 2 ne ema hu say we should go for Nana Kwame Bediako instead of John Dramani Mahama. Nana Kwame Bediako no onya emai and on train embansa. Why research wa go into because you can say Sammy Gyamfi chere say John Dramani Mahama say oba then if you no go into no one say aha na o say ye we aha na o say ye we. Here is the case and Nana Kwame Bediako there no wadi kan aye bibia go astracha enti abra obegina aye na oye the presentation no wanka say efe ne ye ba ye beba abekwa akwa say western region ye betumi aye petroleum hub ho ana say ye ba water region efe ne ye bekwa akwa mine italon ana say ye ko northern region na efe na ye ko pass ase a no wahwe asase no ne ba bia hu ne da nti wa drop plans no aguo te say na meka cha o say emre bi obi a onim no pa ewo abrichira wo frame o ka shem say look minim this guy Nana Kwame Bediako minim ne perfectly at this time around I dey also obey ya more mind can na metumi de mensa simebo ni o ka shem mo say metumi de mensa asimebo pefe say Nana Kwame Bediako ni also obey ya more mind Ghana no wa hyehye edi agu oden ho. And asam na wo kan on the first or then the policies ni be gu ho na mu say yes what the man said is true. Ni man ne kan no krotrodo because hwe presentation obey ye te say wo ye adwuma no mo amosere say na o se ya de pobaba kumase o se ya de pobaba kumase ensa ye nuanom bi inkuru asesam ene omani a emie ye ene ye January so omo from omo say omo kucha PhD degree any idea omo de go media so a deceiving nkofo na even they don't know how to do research. Say me for me phone na member say okay obi say ye betumi adreje nsuo anase ye betumi ayewe nipa no den na opa kire ekwan be na fa so ye ma ne yeye eye possible ana enye possible kuro be na ye biam na yeye kuro no na baby omo ye no na ye mepo so anase na ye asase ye straight so anase omo de fa he we omo nyina entumi anya bi. The only thing omutumi here is to make fun of Nana Kwame Bediako. Hey, we no so de po beba kumase no. Ena maame wata no, odo omo begu hefa, ena me de me pa amane, ena we, ena ye na ye wo kro no obetu ye gu hefa. The mentality of yen Ghanaians na nkasa no eye poor nti obi ka asem a instead say ye bet na ase. Ni ye di kan adjust asem no, ni hu say Ada said the person is right or wrong or no. Dabi o. Ye de nyate ya twe kai. Ye nyi serious wo bibia mu. Bibia ye de da no concept. Because Sammy Gyamfi asemi a walking. Ye. And so then I just join the man ma between. And even on no Sammy Gyamfi crying chile mo ne dru ba bia. Just say okobolo from Nana Kwame Bediako. Ensem nim no de abehye na asem na wo de chire nim wa admit all right Nana Kwame Bediako 24-hour economy with the policies and the plans no perfect nenso opeso otwe e de commandant Dramani Mahama enu ti na Nana Kwame Bediako be ka say da bi ono no ne manifesto no ma until MPP NDC are done with their manifesto and ono na nya manifesto no be ma ayo or see 12 pillars to economic freedom and bibi odi gugu akwan me bia no wo sabi wadwe mu da ho no you get to know say this guy or a leader who say yes Nana Kwame Bediako ye leader no nye politician me who post bi ma me fa bi nkyerɛw we me de bi kyerɛw anya me na America yes say after this year election the number of votes Nana Kwame Bediako benya no eno ena be determine the number of wise and say responsible and say visionaries and say reasonable Ghanaians yebehu ewo oman hanom mfo post na to so na so hwebi ugo so hwe post na ne me ka ho say uwo UK ene ne mpatem ba bia na upo bi ama na organize event at the amount say ye local aduane say eye continental one e ban see ye local aduane abrofu aduane emu bia opesa wo ye say etuku yakayake banchi apesie body apesie banku emutu otiozavi name it ye aduane ni nyina no opesa obeye mawa obeye amaw and e ban say abrofu aduane jollof rice fried rice one rice ne pizza ne we mu nyina no opese oyemawa obeba beye ne kama ede amount ne fryer no ene da so number no na wo ho no edi ne ye dinokre catering services afi kundum festival na time no aso sponsorship no egusu a esere wo opese oye sponsor na bi bia no obetumi akontate me number no na ne opese oye se bia nkwala ne ntare na ye no ana say mpinfo na dia no na opesa wo sponsor fryer still yenye fryer no wa abusia yenye fryer no nti wa opesa oboa for fryer no because the time no aso awi opesa oboa for fryer no so offer no akacha so me pese me provide for fryer no me number no ene gu ase wo no makra